I decided to go live because I'm bored. and um the title of this video, I think I put don't let anybody stop or disrupt your garden from growing or something like that. So what happened was this morning, I was watching I used to go to this church. So this church, it had like a huge scandal or whatever a couple years ago when the pastor got caught with like um one of the people, like one of the church women or whatever. Both of them married, both of them have kids, blah blah blah. Like he was cheating on his wife. So for a while I stopped watching him. Like I used to physically go to the church, and when I couldn't go to the church, I would watch him online. So today was actually like the first time since that incident that I've actually watched him online. And that's just so happened to be like the topic that he was talking about today was not, well, he mentioned like not allowing people to hinder your garden from growing or whatever. And he was just basically like he just put in the analogy of like um life basically being your garden, like you being a seed that has been planted, and how you do a garden and you have these weeds that come in and try to like disrupt the garden or try to kill off the seeds that you have planted and stuff like that. And just like how the enemy sometimes like everything will like everything will go be going right, and then all of a sudden something bad happens. And he also mentioned how like we'll praise God. A lot of pastors talk about this, how we'll praise God, and then like while things are going good we praise him so much and thank him so much, but when things are going like bad or not going how we want them to go, it's like we forget to have that same praise. um I am human, and I find myself sometimes when I'm going through things, like I'll be like, God, why? Like I don't understand. Like I was just doing this, I was just doing that, like I was on a good track, and then this happens or whatever. So I've been dealing with a certain situation since last year. Um, it's been going on for a while. I've been in kind of denial about it or whatever. And even though I was going through the situation in the back of my mind, it's been hurting me, and it's been um like I was basically in denial about it. I did not want to accept that it was my reality or that it is my reality. So I was still going and I would still praise him, and I would still thank him for everything and thank him, and I'll just be like, I got myself into this or whatever, but I thank you, God, for even allowing me to, you know, to go through this, to wake up even though like, I'm hurting, um, I'm in pain. So yesterday I just was irritated. I was cursing at God. I was just like, what is like, why are you doing this to me? Like I'm taking all these steps to try to like get my stuff back on track. Like I made certain promises to myself and to him or whatever, and I'm finally falling like going through with those promises. I haven't like reneged or slipped up or anything. So it's just like I was just thinking, I was like, God, why? Like I don't understand. Like I really don't understand. And I had to sit there after I did all that cussing and yelling and crying and just like not understanding and just being hurt by the fact that I'm going through this. Like I said, thank you, God. Like even though I'm going through this and I don't want to be going through this, and it's like hurting me to the core that I am, like, and no, like only one person knows that I'm going through it, but it hurts. It hurts, but I still thank him. I still thank him because sometimes people they hurting and they going through stuff and they don't even want to live anymore. They don't want to. And y'all know I have my depressive times or whatever, and I've had times where I didn't want to live anymore. So to know that we go through our hurts and we go through our trials and our tribulations, and we're like we're hurting, like we're hurting to the point where we don't even want to be alive, but and we feel like we can't get through this, we can't like make it and stuff, but still he wakes us up every morning, and each day goes on. So we think it's the end of the world, but it's not, because each day we keep getting woken up. If it was the end of the world, we would not be waking up. So, but it's just, so when I had clicked on that, because I did a little live stream, I was just checking to see if my ex pastor was still doing the little live streams or whatever. And he just so happened was doing the live streams, and that was one of the things. And it's like, so I'm a seed and I'm planted and I'm trying to grow, and I have all these other things that come and like it's like they're trying to hinder me. Like I'm one of those people, when I'm going through rough times or whatever, like I'll consistently I feel like I go through a lot of things or whatever, and I like try to go to church and stuff, like because I go on Fridays because I like the atmosphere of the Friday service or whatever. So, and it's like when I go there, sometimes the messages that I receive and the things that I'm shown are too heavy for me, and I feel myself being pulled away from that atmosphere. So, like a couple Fridays ago, I went there, and when I was younger, I used to have like a lot of like clairvoyant type moments or whatever. So, my pastor that's usually there, he wasn't there because he was on like a marriage retreat with his wife or whatever in Texas. So he wasn't there. So we had like a, a sub pastor when, or like I had like some type of situation happen. Um, so he came, and he like my one of the girls who goes to the church, like she had just came back. That was like her first day back since one of her closest cousin got murdered or whatever. So she had been gone for a couple of weeks dealing with that and being around her family. So she opened up the service prayer, walking around with it to come. So that went on or whatever, and like her prayer, and like she ended up talking about how her cousin like got murdered and stuff like that, and just like so emotional. I see too, so I got my cry and whatnot, and like it just like the worship and stuff that was going on, it was like real strong and real heavy or whatever. Like you look around the room, everybody like crying and singing and stuff, and it was just like a beautiful sight. So the pastor goes on, and he's like, because he was trying to do his service, but also like keep it in like a certain time constraint. So he goes on and he finally ends it, and then he like, so he just lets the guy play the music or whatever. He was like, if you feel such and such, like I want y'all to be in y'all praise, like I want y'all to like let it out. He was like, stop being shy of looking stupid or looking crazy because you in here yelling or something. Like stop being so like closed in and like not releasing everything. And that's one of the problems I have. I find that it's so much easier for me to go to church, and I feel it. I feel it, but it's hard for me to like. I don't like showing it in front of other people. Like when I'm by myself, it's so much easier for me to praise him and for me to have those breakdowns and those breakthroughs. And like when I have those talks with myself, it's easier for me to like, you know, just show um that I received a message. Like for some reason it's hard for me to like show like that level of emotion when I'm like in the physical church. Like I'll cry, but if I end up like having like an outburst or something like that, I just go into a shell. And so he was walking around. He was like, he was going to like, he was walking around, and I was just, because he did like this little count to three type thing or whatever. And he was saying, he was like, when I count to three, I want y'all to release everything that's in you or whatever. Let out the loudest noise, the loudest praise that you can or whatever. And I'm just standing there, and I'm like, I can't do this. Like, I can't, like I kept saying, I was like, God, I can't do this. I can do it, but I can do it, but I can't do it here. And I kept saying it out. Like, why can't I just release this? So I'm sitting there, and I'm going back and forth with myself, and um the guy's walking around. I don't see him coming towards me because my head is down at the moment, and I'm just trying to think to myself like, why can't I let it out? All these people around me, they able to scream and they able to let whatever it is out of them, and I can't. For some reason it's like it's in me and I can't let it out. I can't scream. I can't, like, I scream by myself, but it's hard for me to do it like around other people for some reason. So he got to me and he touched me, and when he touched my shoulder, I screamed like I like from like it wasn't even like it was oh god, it was, I don't freaking know, I don't know, it was hurt, it was a hurt scream. It, and when he touched my shoulder, I like shortly after I had this vision, and this vision told me something that the thing that I had been in denial about. The vision told me that I am right. Well, that the thing I'm in denial about is, it's my reality. So I saw it like after that, like I got numb. I became numb and I sat there and I cried and I just kept shaking my head through the rest of that little sit down. I couldn't move. I just was so like I was in disbelief at the vision that I had just had, like what I had been shown. Like I was just so hurt and I was just so like I was numb, but I was hurt. Like it's weird to say. Like how can you be numb and hurt at the same time? Like I was just so taken. Like just because it's not like I've seen this in my current moment. Like this something. It's like a future type of thing that he's showing me. This something that is supposed to manifest into like this something that's going to happen. Um, and it hurt to see it, even though I had been praying for it. It hurt to see it, and because I didn't what I had been asking for was not the same exact, it didn't come about in the same way that he showed it to me. And I just was like, why would you even allow that to be? Like, why is this? I don't like it just ugh. So I haven't been back the past 2 Fridays because I'm in this place and it's like um I just I want to have that breakthrough and I want to be around people and I want to like be able to go through my trials and stuff and be around people and stop isolating myself every time when I'm going through something, because I tend to do that. I isolate myself. It's like I don't want to be around nobody. Like fuck this. I don't. I'd rather be by myself and cope by myself until I can like pull myself out of this and be actually physically be around people or whatever. And it's like I don't know. People don't know. Half of the time, I'm freaking hurting. I got something personal going on, and I'm hurting. Like I'm freaking hurting, and I smile and stuff, and I laugh with my coworkers. I crack jokes. Like that's one thing. Like at work, people won't even like you wouldn't even know unless you catch me at my desk. Like actually, like in one of my moments. But it's like when I leave out of my leave from my desk, I'm always smiling and stuff. I've built this persona where I smile and I joke about stuff, whatever. But I'm hurting to the core. I'm seriously hurt. But I don't know. Like I just so I was going to go this Friday that just passed, and I just couldn't bring myself to go because but I had got a headache. But I feel like I could have pushed myself through that headache instead of just laying down and going to sleep or whatever. I could have pushed through that and still went. But it's just like I know it's because of what was shown to me and how it made me feel. And because I know it was a vision. I know it wasn't just like something that I imagined in my head. I know it was a vision. It's something that God wanted to show me so that I would know how it's going to end or what the outcome of it was going to be, so I can stop worrying about what was going to happen. He showed me what was going to happen, and it's just I just was like, but why wait that long? Like it just I still don't understand it. And so it's like before that was shown to me, I was so like into because I've been like writing these to God and basically like using him as my diary. So like instead of me doing like affirmations and stuff like that, I've been writing letters to God. And like whenever I feel the need to, if I'm real happy or whatever, if I'm depressed, then I start writing to him and I express to him how I feel, or I ask him like, why am I going through this? Or could you please take this hurt away? Could you please like give me like some peace of mind today and stuff like that? And it's like after that happened, I couldn't write. So it's like, even though I okay, found a good way of coping with how I feel or my hurt and my anger, it's like these weeds started to grow and they started to like pick at me and try to hinder my growth and hinder the thing that was helping me to feel better and be better. And I'm sitting here allowing it. And now it's like I had to sit there today and I had to realize, like, why are you letting this stuff stop you? Because it's gonna be a breakthrough. Like, yeah, you've been shown what's gonna happen, but like, you know you're gonna get through it. It's just the fact of, it's so easy to say thank you God when things are going right, but it's like sometimes it's hard to say it when they're going wrong. So just like when I was saying like how I was like cussing at God and asking why and all this stuff, and I was just so hurt and torn up. um I still, at the end of that, I was like, thank you. Like, it's nothing else, nothing more I can say but thank you. Like, I don't want to be going through it, but thank you. Because it's people, they wish they was like in certain situations, or they want certain things or whatever, and it's people that have those things and don't want them and all of this, like. But this is an already written book. All the stuff I'm going through is like, it's already been written. So it's just a chapter. It's one chapter that has a bump in the road. And it's like, it's annoying because I have so much, it's good stuff going on in my life right now. It's new chapters about to start and stuff like that. And then it's like, I'll sit there, and instead of me being grateful for these new chapters and grateful for these new opportunities and stuff, it's like I just have this one thing in my head that's like hurting me. And I'm like, why? So instead of celebrating this, the victories, it's like I'm allowing the hurt that I feel to kind of steal that joy from me. So it's like I said, like he was saying, I'm the garden. I'm trying to grow, and I have these weeds and stuff, these blockades, these obstacles that try to get in my way and try to hinder that for me. And I don't want, like, I don't want that to happen. I don't want it. And it's so easy to say, but and it is harder, like when you're in a situation, to try to find like happiness, to try to work through it and be like, okay. Because like I said, I had to cuss and I had to let out my frustration in order for me to then turn around and be like, thank you. So I had to have a bipolar moment. I had to have a moment where I was mad, where I was frustrated, where I was just like, I give up. I don't want to do this anymore. I hate this. I don't understand. For me to come to a realization where it's for the best. And thank you. Thank you. And I just had to keep saying thank you. Because there's nothing I can do. Like, it's really nothing I can do about it. It's nothing I can do. But it just makes me stronger, I guess. Because before, like, I feel like, honestly, I feel like I've grown, like, so much as far as my reactions to things. Like, I've really grown. Like, I know I have to release it instead of bottling everything up and stuff. And I would release it sometimes, but I wouldn't be able to come out and be like, thank you, God. It was more like, I hate this, I hate you. Like a little kid throwing a tantrum, basically. But it's like now I can have, like, because it would take me time to get to that thank you point. And now it's like I have that moment and I can say thank you right after. I don't know if it's real windy today or what, but my car is like swinging. I can hear it. Like, oh no, let me break this real quick. I came out to my car this morning and some idiot, I don't know what it was on top of my car, but they had to have been eating something, and instead of throwing it in the trash or throwing it in the bushes, something, they put it right on top of my car. Freaking bread looking stuff on top of my car. Like, how disrespectful can you be? Just rude. Out of all the cars you want to put it on mine. Like, my car need to be washed anyway. Pollen and stuff on it. But I was like, what the heck? I lose every time. Every freaking time. That one spot, I always lose service. Oh crap, I hate when that happens. Okay. But yeah. So I'm still going through my life, my little tradition. It's annoying. I'm gonna make it. And to get on here and talk about it. Cause I would have talked to myself about it. But I was like, let me get on here and share. I don't know why these kids be walking in the road. But I was like, let me get on here and share. Because if not, then I would have just been in here like praying. Well, I like it when I do that. Because when I drive a long distance, I usually talk to God and I pray. And I like, let all my little emotions out. Do my little screaming and stuff in my deep prayer. But I was just like, let me drop a couple dimes for the people today. Because I haven't been on YouTube really. I posted like 2 videos, but they weren't like personal. So, oh, it's a cutie. I hate these lines. Oh, God. Okay, don't step in front of the car, man. But I guess I can go. I guess I can go. I might do another live in a few. But I'm pulling up to the mansion. Let me stop. I hate when you got lipstick on and you smiling big as hell, but you don't know if you got lipstick on your teeth or not. Whew. Oh, those are some beautiful flowers. Okay. Well, business is about to go. I don't know if this look the same to y'all as it do to me. This is really a bad angle for my face. It makes my face look so huge. And this hairstyle too. Ooh. But alright, y'all. Thank you for watching. I don't know if